Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me a great pleasure to introduce Dr. Ellen Gewalt, the Interim Dean of the Baer School of Natural and Environmental Sciences.
Can you guys all hear me? Okay. Good afternoon, and on behalf of the Baer School and the Forensic Science and Law program at Duquesne University, I would like to welcome all of you to an inaugural event here at Duquesne. For the Forensic Science and Law program's 20th year, we're going to have our inaugural white coat ceremony. So welcome. And I just want to say a couple of words really quickly. The white coat of a scientist is a visible sign that represents knowledge, integrity, and honesty. You will leave here with the foundational knowledge you need to give your clients and your coworkers the scientific knowledge. And you will also have the ability to learn more, right? Science is ever changing. You guys know that just in your 4 years here. And you will be able to do that when you leave here. But I just want to say one word about the knowledge that my PhD advisor told me. You must always follow the data. The data is the most important thing. The data does not do what you want it to do. It is not always clear. It does not tell you what you want or what you believe. It dictates the story, though. Sometimes it surprises you. Sometimes it's exciting. Sometimes it's very difficult. Some days data is exactly what you anticipated. If you follow it, you will always find the answer. If you fight it and try to make it do what you want, you may get stuck. Have you guys ever gotten stuck because you said, this is not what the lab's supposed to do, right? That can get exacerbated in real life. But the important thing to remember as a scientist is that you must always follow it, because that is the honesty and integrity part of science, right? We can't make the data says what it does not say. And so your white coat is a representation of that data to other people when they see it. So as you wear it, remember that it not only represents you, but the data that you are presenting to other people. So today I leave you, take this white coat with you today for your 5th year and for your career. I hope you'll wear it when you leave here. But congratulations on reaching this milestone in your career, and welcome to the life in the white coat.
Thank you, Dr. Gewalt. The presentation of the white coat to our 5th year graduate students is symbolic of their transition to graduate standing in the Forensic Science and Law program, as well as recognition of the impact of their research on the forensic science community. Class of 2022, you are among the most talented groups we have seen in the program. Your GPAs are amongst the highest across the Baer School and the university, but you are so much more than your GPA. Your talents in the laboratory, the diversity of your research projects has been amazing. Your achievements in and out of the classroom and the laboratory reveal the content of your character and your commitment to science and justice. The passion and the compassion that I see in every single one of you for the science and for those that you might help one day convinces me how much you can accomplish. Each of you has it within you to change the world. This ceremony is important. It provides all of us, even your faculty here today, the opportunity to reflect on what it means to wear this white coat. It is a great privilege that comes with even greater responsibility. As we look to the future, it is so easy to see how much we rely on research in the fields of forensic science and law. The United States, and indeed the world, especially as we've seen it over the past year and a half, needs science, and it needs meaningful social justice. Our court systems crave science that's firmly rooted in reproducibility, validity, accuracy, and truth. Blind justice is not possible without science. To each of you, let today serve as a new beginning, one where you begin to realize the impact that you can have on the world around you. You have the power to become anything you want to be, whether it's working at a laboratory bench, heading to medical or law school, undertaking a PhD program, or working in biomedical and clinical research. And it all starts today. So soak in your final year at Duquesne. Stay thirsty for the knowledge that your instructors will deliver. Take advantage of every opportunity you're given. Begin and continue to ask those big questions, and open your hearts and minds to what the future has to offer. And now, I'd like to welcome our keynote speaker. Diana Trammell has sat in your seats and filled your shoes. She's a 2000 graduate of the Forensic Science and Law program. She began working for the Drug Enforcement Administration Special Testing and Research Laboratory in 2009 as part of the Heroin Signature Program, determining the origin of heroin exhibits. Over the course of her career, she has co-authored articles published in the Journal of Clandestine Laboratory Investigating Chemists Association, that's a mouthful, presented research as a poster at the American Academy of Forensic Sciences annual meeting, and has participated in training new chemists, like yourselves one day, in forensic analysis. She's currently the instrument specialist in her laboratory's quality group, where she provides quality assurance, maintenance, repair, and troubleshooting support for the laboratory's many analytical instruments. She currently resides in Gainesville, Virginia with her husband and 2 children. We are so honored that she could travel back to her Duquesne home today to be with us on this special day. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Trammell.
Thank you, Pam. I am so honored to be here. I'm so excited to see so many of you here. When I really was thinking about what to say, I struggled with what to tell you today. Should I tell you the story of how I chose forensics, or why I chose Duquesne, or perhaps how I came to work for the DEA? All of those stories may spark some inspirational feelings, but I felt those would be best for inspiring those who are just considering entering the field. I don't need to convince you to become forensic scientists. You've already made that excellent decision. Instead, let's talk about something to consider now that you are here at the threshold of your career: challenges. This year may challenge you in ways you did not expect. You've worked very hard to get to this point, but the hard work is hardly over. So what do you do when it begins to feel endless? Let me tell you a story from my early days at DEA. I began training in 2009, full of excitement to analyze crazy unknowns, go to court, bust Klan labs, and be generally awesome all day, every day. But then I realized that my lab was more specialized, and I would be analyzing heroin samples exclusively, not likely going to court or Klan labs. Nonetheless, I was still excited to learn the protocols and see what made heroin samples tick. Our protocol included multiple analyses and generated a large amount of data for every exhibit. I got to learn to use a lot of different instruments and even to maintain a few of them. But at the end of the day, my job really was just heroin analysis. We analyzed exhibits in sets of 20, and each set took 10 to 14 days to complete. I was analyzing 2 to 3 sets a month for years, day in, day out. What's in this sample? Heroin. How about that one? Heroin. As you can imagine, I started to get bored. I wondered if this was all I would ever do. Was I stuck in this box forever? That's when I asked for help. I asked my dad for advice, and he put me in contact with a PhD chemist that he worked with. This chemist had had a long and fruitful career in the pharmaceutical industry. We talked in length about my skill set and my interests. While I didn't end up taking his career change suggestions, speaking with him reminded me of two important things. First, my foundation was strong. I had an abundance of foundational scientific skills that I could apply to many fields, and above all, to my current position. The techniques I learned here at Duquesne were solidified by my DEA training, and what I thought was monotonous repetition allowed me to develop a level of expertise I would not have achieved elsewhere. That realization helped me to remember the second point: there is always something new to learn. With my thirst for knowledge and understanding renewed, I was able to dig for opportunities to expand my abilities within my job. To this day, I am learning new things all the time and hope to continue this way forever. I tell you this story to highlight that the foundation you are continuing to lay in this final year is strong enough to build your dream career. Never forget that. But also to remind you that if or when this year begins to feel like the most, ask for help. Reach out to your peers, professors, advisors, alumni, and your family. We are all invested in your success and will help in whatever ways we can, even if it's just to remind you that education is a lifelong journey. I congratulate you for crossing this threshold. Keep striving, keep learning, and if you haven't heard it today, everyone here is incredibly proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Diana, for those wonderful words. I would now ask the students to line up on my left. And Miss Bobby Jo Wagner, one of our wonderful adjunct faculty in the program, I will welcome her to the stage to announce the student names.
I am so incredibly proud of all of you, and I hope to get through this without crying. I can't say it any better than the people who have been here today. I am so honored to be a part of this and so honored to have been a part of your education. And this is an unbelievable moment that I hope you all will enjoy. So let's get started. Brooke Ann Baker. Casey Bojaness in absentia. Emily Elizabeth Chadwick. Carrie R. Dancer. Odile Claire Enslin. Jordan Marie Essinger. Maeve Ann Gottschalk. Cheyenne Rose Granger. Nicole Marie Haas. Kira Ann Hardenberg. Derek Hecox. Tiffany L. Hoke. Kira Elizabeth Hurley. Sarah Harper McGowan in absentia. Sarah Rose McKendrick. Kaylee Marie Moore. Annie Sophia Paginis. Alexandria Ray Plyler. Sydney M. Reed. Noelle M. Sadaka. Roger Prescott Sherman Vivani. Hannah Joyce Spitzer. Thomas Harris Washington IV. Sarah Ellen Wenziger. Kaylee Alexandra White. Congratulations to all.
We've now come to the reading of the oath. If the graduate students of 2022 will please rise. On the back of your program booklet, follow along, and please read out loud. As I embark on my career as a scientist, I willingly pledge that I will practice and support a scientific process that is based on logic, intellectual rigor, personal integrity, and an uncompromising respect for truth. I will perform my professional activities and interactions with scientific integrity and respect for the field and my peers. I will acknowledge my role as an ambassador of science to the public and strive to be honest, respectful, and unbiased with engaging the public. I will value my work and its contribution to the scientific community. I will never let the potential for personal recognition or advancement cause me to act in a way that violates the public trust in science or in me as a scientist. I will foster a community that is inclusive of all and recognize that diversity cultivates innovation, creativity, and progress. I will acknowledge and honor the contributions of scientists who have preceded me and become a worthy role model deserving of respect by those who follow me. And I will always be cognizant that my work is for the advancement of knowledge and the benefit of all humanity. By pronouncing this oath, I declare my commitment to these professional standards and goals. You may be seated. At this time, as director of the program, I offer my congratulations to the class of 2022. I would also be remiss today if I didn't take the time to acknowledge the supporters of these students sitting in front of us. To the parents, their families, their loved ones, and to our amazing faculty and support staff here at Duquesne, I say thank you. I hope you're all able to stay and join us for refreshments and photos, and I thank you once again for joining us for this special day. Thank you.